There's a doc years ago told me, he says, Walt, you've got to identify the organ that is involved here and any secondary, tertiary organs that may also be involved. So the topic this morning is stress. What is the organ? The brain. So we've identified the organ, so we have to prevent anything from harming that organ, but give that organ what it needs. That's a key. And then we have to look at secondary systems or organs that could affect the primary. Well, what's a system that may affect the brain? Digestive system. And so we have to protect the digestive system so that the digestive system doesn't affect the brain function. What's another system? The vascular system. Can the vascular system affect the brain functions where we're more prone to stress? Absolutely. And so we've got to protect the vascular system. So it all has to work together. Again, it's just like your car. You got to change your oil. You got to rotate your tires, change your transmission fluid. You got to wash it. There's things you got to do to keep your car running right. And if you don't, you're going to have problems. And the same is true with the human body. What about rest? Can rest affect your stress level, your propensity to be stressed, or if you are stressed, if you get some rest, can that help you? Yes, it can. What about trusting God? Can trusting God help prevent stress? It sure can. What if we are stressed? Can we trust in God? Yes, we can. What about being happy? Yeah, being happy is a big one. If you're always, looking around and the world's always gray or black and you just everything's terrible awful. It's just terrible awful. Yeah, that's terrible awful too. Are you more prone to be stressed? Yes, you are. Now, don't be Pollyanna, but be happy. Being happy is huge on your brain dealing with stress. We're all subject to stressors. The amount of stress we experience depends on how we respond to them. Let me read that again. We are all subject to stressors. All of us, we're in this battle between good and evil. We're on this earth. The amount of stress we experience depends on how we respond to them. Let me share. Here's an answer. Philippians 4:6-7. Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving. Here's that being happy, with thanksgiving. Let your requests be known unto God. If you've got a problem, ask God. You know it's terrible. I can have a person come here and sit in this seat right here, and they have stage 4 cancer. And I say, can we pray? No, we can't pray. Why can't we pray? God's too busy for that. No, he's not. He's not too busy to help us. Well, I prayed this morning. Well, no, that's not enough. We got to go through the day. Have you ever worked at a job and you need help from your supervisor? Do you just ask your supervisor first thing when you got to work and when you left? No, if there's a question, you ask him throughout the day. God is there to be with us throughout the day. At any time you can pray. You don't have to get on your knees and close your eyes and fold your hands. You can, as you're doing something, who's ever gone driving? And right now we still have ice out here. Many times over the years, whether I've been in a fire truck, in a car or something, I start sliding. Do you think I start praying, or do I say, wait a minute, no, I can't pray. I got to get on my knees. I got to fold my hands. I got to close my eyes. Not at all. I'm praying right then. Anytime you're stressed, it might be a thought. God, help me with this. It may not even be a real issue. It may be a perceived issue. You can ask for help, and God's there to give it to you. And if Satan keeps coming and dangling in front of you, say, in Jesus' name, Satan, get thee behind me. That's the only thing I can guarantee here, that one thing, and I find it works for everybody I help with. And I don't care. I can tell you story after story after story of people who've come in who've been possessed with demons, people who are stressed by this or that. That is super powerful. If you have stress and it's really harassing you, Jesus said it, in Jesus' name, Satan, get thee behind me. I don't care if you say it for 20, 30 minutes. Just keep saying it. I promise you, if you diligently do that, Satan will go away. It works. I guarantee that 100%.